Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in it.
He's having a hit! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
It's been shipped out wide. It's a promising position. Quick look, then he's rising! He will be livid with himself. It's a searching pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Maldini. Nedved. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here. One each for now. Nedved. And it's Pirlo. Batistuta. That'll be a throw-in. Swung over. Zambrotta. Oh, super! Ibrahimovic! It's there! He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So, a breakthrough already.
Galatasaray are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nedved scooting forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hazard picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. But they've got it again. That's going wide left. That's a nicely shaped ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely shaped ball. Cabo Verde are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Nedved, in towards the back stick. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Cabo Verde with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Really well cleared. He's shifting through the gears here. Maldini, great vision. Aimed beyond the defence. Space for him to turn and look. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ball played for Nesta. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Nedved. And this is Ibrahimovic. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. That's good play. Cristiano Ronaldo on a serious charge here. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's only too happy to... Real chance! They've played it short. There's the delivery. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cabo Verde are looking to go forward now. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Nedved. That's a good run down the left. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
Added time.
Nesta. Maldini. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Galatasaray finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the Stadium Hall. Substitution for Galatasaray, number 17, Batistuta. Coming on the field is...
So we're underway for the second half.
Galatasaray can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Galatasaray do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Zambrota. And he's managed to get free. That's going across goal. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. And it's Yaya Toure. And the pass is intercepted. Couch absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Couch. Couch makes a move down the right. And he lines up a cross. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's been hooked away. Caicedo. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Now Trossard. And this is Couch.
Couch really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yaya Toure. And it's slung out wide. Nuno Mendes. Alaba. Kimmich. Opts for safety. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Galatasaray really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Thuram. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Galatasaray still have the cards to affect this game. Nice physical challenge. Thuram has been caught there, it's a foul. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Pirlo. And it's Maldini. Nesta. But it's Thuram. And he's intervened well there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Cristiano Ronaldo. Trossard. And it's Count. Now who's going to be first to this? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Ronaldo considers his options.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Number 13, Dembele. Number 11, Hazard. Number 14, Trossard. Coming on the field, number 20, Messi. Number 4, Kane. Number 7,
Galatasaray
Neymar.
have their second corner now.
Number 18, Yamal. Substitutions taking place.
Galatasaray really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Count. Taken back almost at once. And he's well positioned here. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Good defending, albeit Gullit has got himself a free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Galatasaray are down to 10 men. Gullit. Back to the keeper it goes. Galatasaray now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And it's Gullit. Gattuso, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Nesta. And it's Thuram. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Nesta. And it's Thuram. Seedorf. Yaya Toure. And it's been played through. Oh, that's superb. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to...
Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Cabo Verde have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Caicedo gets over and intercepts. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Galatasaray, perhaps. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're up and running. Barcelona have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football.
Eto! And the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. João Cancelo carries the ball down the right. That has not gone well. Kane playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Guardiola. Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's got away. Yamal. And he's forced to go back. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Neymar. That's very neat. And this is Neymar. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And that's definitely not his best. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. And this is Hazard. And it's been hooked away. They get a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Caicedo. Not the most accurate pass. Berry. Hazard. Space for him to turn and look. He is through here. And Messi! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we have our very first corner. And it's a poor one. And it's Cancelo. And he's gone searching crossfield. Hazard does really well to win the ball there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Half an hour played now. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet.
Galatasaray truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
A heavy challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Yamal. He has found a way through. That's tidy. Yamal makes a move down the right. Can he finish? Oh, a very decent attempt. And it's Hullet. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So what can they make of this? Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Showing good feet. Shin to shin. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Galatasaray currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half and we will be back with the second half shortly. We get things going again.
Galatasaray can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Serginho scooting forward. And this is Dembele. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Eto'o.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Hakimi is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. He's found a way through. Well, that's a little loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the movement is slick. Oh, he's having a go! It's bounced back off the post. No, just not quite.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
And that has put paid to that. Dembele, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, real chance! It's a goal! 100 games of service, duly rewarded. That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Galatasaray perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet. Now it's Kane. Played into space. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's shifting through the gears here. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 2 then.
El dorsal 17, Neymar. El dorsal 10,
Kimmich
Messi.
with the short one.
El dorsal
Now it's
14,
Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in.
El dorsal 13.
And now they can spring out of
El
defence.
dorsal 21. El dorsal 18.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Ferry did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking here to chip it through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And this is Batistuta. And it's Dembele. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rijkaard. The final 5 minutes. And Hakimi.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
El dorsal 22, Hazard. Será sustituido por el dorsal 24, Kaká.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Messi coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
And he plays one through. Yamal stood up well to him there. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he welcomes it in. Maldini. Rijkaard. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Galatasaray certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Timber. There will be a throw-in. Timber. Tries to play it through. Silvestre is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Knocks it into space. Stood up well to him there. Oh, it's Dembele. Showing great feet there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Both sides exercising caution for now. Pickford. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And they've got a throw. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Hakimi. Gabriel. Caicedo. Threads one in. Now it's Dembele. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Produces a cross, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Silvestre. Baresi gets a foot in here. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Zaire Emery, he's found a way through. And he's there to clear it. Now who's going to be first to this? Now he's got space here. And he's managed to get free. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw. Has to go back here. Shot, surely! Zaire Emery. Caicedo. Chips it through. Bellingham. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Zaire Emery. And the counter is on. And he's worked it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ambitious ball here. That's going across goal. Caicedo. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, it's Dembele.
Oh, really well played.
Newcastle definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Yamal is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And that should get the job done. Oh, a delicate chip through. Raul. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Yehi. Bellingham. Yamal has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And no surprise, that's a booking. And here's Yamal. No, it's come to nothing. Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Silvestre. Yehi does really well to win the ball there. Zaire Emery. Bellingham. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's clever. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Galatasaray have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone.
So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Galatasaray are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police. Substitution in progress.
So off we go again.
Galatasaray definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave your...
Tries from distance. Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Great challenge, time to perfection. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gets a good foot in there. Galatasaray, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly good.
Chance for a shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! About as smooth as it gets. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get...
Cristiano Ronaldo against the crossbar. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Bellingham, and it's Batistuta.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Hakimi, and it's Serginho. Caicedo is one of those players who's known for reading the game. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, he's playing innocent, he has every reason to.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Is number 5.
Kimmich is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Great vision. And he's there to get it away. Galatasaray do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Cristiano Ronaldo. Serginho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Caicedo. Some really good ball movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gerrard. And this is Raul. He's shifting through the gears here. Guehi attempts a clearance. Bellingham. Trossard, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Kane.
You have to expect that from everyone there.
Galatasaray couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Can he get on the end of this? Silvestre. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
Ronaldo. Number 9, Raul. Coming on the field.
Ferdinand.
Number 20.
Timber.
Number 10.
Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo.
And it's Timber. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Caicedo. And he's forced to go back. Serginho. Vitinha. And here's Kane. Now Trossard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's having a pop! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Serginho. Foot in. Now it's Vitinha. Well, nicely intercepted.
Well, there's
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's shaping up Gerrard! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
And a chance! Another one of football's and how moments. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Timber. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard. Vitinha. No, he's not getting past him there. Gerrard. And he was quick to react. They'll have one final crack at it. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Galatasaray can always take more positives from a result like this.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
United against Galatasaray.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Nice looking ball. That is good alertness. And it's McAllister. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Looking for a runner. Always onto this. And he's managed to get free. The referee has given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Kimmich with the short one. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Takes the shot! There was plenty of power on that. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister. This is a promising build-up. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Diaz is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bellingham. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he was quick to react. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. That's tidy. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham.
Caicedo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha. It's Bellingham. And it's Alaba. And this is Neymar. Neymar was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Caicedo. Alaba. And it's Alaba. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! And that has been cleared. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And no, that was never going to make it. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alaba. That is good progress on the left. Bellingham. Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal has it in a wide position. Now it's Kimmich. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And he has kept it out somehow.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Serginho. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And here is the first touch of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, what a mistake! It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And they've got a throw. Kimmich. Chouameni. And it's Alaba. Caicedo. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's going in strongly.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
I'd give him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter. Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
He has found the way through. Threads one in. Yamal. Corner then. Corner number 2 then. Kimmich plays it short. Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Rijkaard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rijkaard is offering a wry smile there.
Nuno Mendes. Alaba. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Diaz. Pass somewhat off target. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he has shown him a yellow card. Nuno Mendes. And Serginho. And it's Mendes. Van Dijk. Kimmich. It's Bellingham. And it's Caicedo. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Guendouzi, Kimmich, Koulibaly, Alaba, McAllister, knocks it into space. McAllister is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Always onto this. Now it's Neymar. He's found some space. It's Neymar!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Edmilson. Rijkaard. Edmilson. Guendouzi. Edmilson. Bellingham.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Vitinha. Played out to the left flank. That's been cut out, well played.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Caicedo has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. Just 5 minutes left. Kimmich. And Jamal. Tries to play it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nicely weighted ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Neymar. He's found a way through. Neymar. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Please refrain